What is up, guys? It's your boy Baki and welcome back to another Lost Ark video. Today I'm going to talk about the class that I play. The Shadowunter is one of the two classes that you can pick from the Assassin, and I spent a lot of time thinking about which class should I play, and I think this one fits the most to my needs and my playstyle. So I'm going to explain to you guys how to build up your skills for PVE. Also, guys, this class is the only class that can turn into a demon to get new skills, more HP, high attack speed, and more power. So I'm going to take a brief look to this and explain to you guys how they play this against mobs around the mobs in the Lost Ark. So basically I'm level 48, almost to level 50 to open my end game, and let's go to the combat skills and the skills that I'm using. So let's start from over here, the demon grip. So the demon grip is right now is level 6, and probably I won't going to be leveling up it more. So what does the demon grip does is the rapidly thrusts with a demonic arm forward and then pulls your foes towards you, inflicting 3031 damage at this level, which is pretty insane. Also, when you get to level 5, you can choose one of these perks each of the arm has. So we have a quick prep, which cools down the ability by 4 seconds. I didn't use that. Then the MP costs by 50%. That's also not really useful here because you're going to have plenty of MP. And what I do is, like, it grants me an attack speed by 20%. So how does it look? You go to some of the guys over here, you can use some attacks, you can pull back, you can attack him, and you pull him towards you. The next skill that I'm using is this one. It's the Demolition, which is basically a combo. Let me just kill this guy and I will show it to you guys. So the Demolition combo, what I'm using, is max level so far, and it's one of my favorite skills. It has like 400 MP consumption, and what it does is darts forward with crossed weapons to inflict 1384 damage. Then you can use the skill again quickly if you top it, which perform 2 slashes that inflicts another 1362 damage, and you use your skill once more and you swing your weapons and inflict 1846 damage, pushing your foes away. And as you can see, it's a level 10 skills, and I have used damage push aiming fails by 30%. I also use slash 3 times on your second attack, that is. So it slashes 3 times, which inflicts 50% more damage. And on the level 3 perks, you can choose between consume 20% of your shadow burst meter. So what this basically does is, like, this is your shadow meter and uses 20% of this, so you get like 140% more damage on your last attack. So you can really turn into a demon if you're going to use this. So it's basically there are like 2 types of ways that you can play your Shadowunter. You either turn into a demon and use its abilities to get more damage, more HP, and other stuff, or you can just trade it. You can just trade your demon meter for more power on your basic abilities. So I didn't use that. I really want to turn into a demon, so I use the charge slash, which last attack becomes a slashing attack that instantly moves 8 meters forward, knocking down your foes and ignores collision with normal foes damaged by 50%. So it's basically pretty simple. You walk up to people, you press W again and again, 3 slashes, and once more, and you have like dashing forward by 8 meters. On to the next spell, it's Demonic Slash. It's pretty simple. Right now it's level 7, probably I'm going to level it up once more. Dash forward inflicts 500 damage 3 times before swinging your demonic weapons for another 500 damage. Pretty simple. Outgoing damage by 20% my first perk, and my second perk I get attack speed by 20% for 5 seconds. It's pretty simple. You just go onto people and press E and dashes forward and do some damage, and that's about it. On to the fourth spell I use, it's the Howl. It's one of the last spells you're going to get when you reach, I think, level 44, I think. It's pretty decent. Right now it's on level 8. What it does is you gather demonic power and let out a cry that inflicts 3000 damage to nearby foes, inflicted fear for 2 seconds. MP consumption is 441 so far. I'm probably going to be leveling up to level 10 this. And what it does, on my first perk I choose to get a 3-second cooldown because the cooldown is huge. I think like 30, yeah, it's 30 seconds. And on my second I'm increasing the staggering level to mid. So what it looks like, you go onto the people and in between them war cry, and you see they are staggered for 2 seconds. And that's about it. Onto my fifth spell, it's the Raising Claw. So the Raising Claw, so far it's level 6. What it does is MP consumption almost 200, darts forward, which does 250 damage, and then delivers an uppercut with 2212 damage. And I'm going to level up maybe once or twice. Depends on. I actually got 2 more levels to get, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to upgrade this more. But so far I only have the quick rep, which cooldowns. With the cooldown is lowered by 2 seconds. And this is pretty simple spell. You just attack and boom, that's it. Let's hover on to the sixth spell, which is Piercing Thorn. You can get this around level 40, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So what it does, 265 mana consumption, summons an infernal spikes at a target location within 12 meters to inflict 3576 damage, which is pretty nice. So far it's level 6, and probably I'm going to keep it that way. The only perk I get is like 28% more outgoing damage than I'm already doing. And what it does is like you go over to these stacks over here, and the ground like pierces in front of you and grabs them. Let's go into the Cruel Cutter. So what this does is, let me just find it here. The Cruel Cutter. Where is? Ah, there it is. So it's pretty cool spell. Does a lot of damage. MP for consumption is 441. Toss your weapons, whites out foes in front of you, inflicting almost 7000 damage as you move forward. Airborne foes are launched back into the air when they hit. This ability is pretty sick and looks pretty good. I have bleeding effect for 5 seconds for almost 300 damage. Then I have damage boost up to 80%, depends on the weapon traveling distance from max range. And I have this boomerang, which the weapon flies off to the max range, stops for a moment, and then returns to the initial position, inflicting 80% of the damage. So it's basically like a boomerang, literally a boomerang. This is pretty sick. So it looks like this. You attack them like 2 knives, wait for a bit, and they come back again. That's about it. And the last spell and my second favorite spell is the Demon Vision. So the Demon Vision, what it does, mana consumption almost around 500, focus energy and shoot Rays of Death forward to inflict 3778 damage, knocking foes away, charge up the channel longer, knocking foes away for 7603 damage. As you can see, this is pretty sick skill to use. It's on my max level so far, level 10. I use fire duration up to 50% with outgoing damage by 30%. I have elemental lightning, which your foes are going to be like shocked for 3 seconds. And I also have charge level increased, so if it's overcharged, the outgoing damage is going to be plus 80% with 20% AoE radius. I'm going to demonstrate now, guys, this. It's pretty sick and looks pretty cool, and it's pretty fun to use. 1 charge, 2 charge, another, and they're dead. Bam! So that's it for today's video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and tell me if you like my Shadowunter playstyle. And if you have some more info to give me and a better spell to use than this, so feel free to comment down below. Goodbye.